You guys are making me hungry for ice cream now. I used to love as a kid. I don't know if you guys remember them. The orange sherbet push pops that you could get.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah, dude.
Haven't seen those in the store in like forever, but those used to be the greatest thing as a kid. Just sweet enough. You could run around with them, go outside and play, and now I see they got all sorts of weird stuff like push pops for yogurt. Not quite sure how that works. Seems like it would be messy in my opinion. All right, let me double check my guild chat, make sure they're not saying something. Well, I'm paranoid now that I said something.
Probably asked you 3 times to come down
Am
and
I
loot your piece.
popular? Am I popular? Are they talking about me?
Well, you send out a message saying you need help, and then if somebody says, "Yeah, I'll come
Please
down,"
won't somebody pay attention to me.
nobody ever pays attention to me. All out here
What?
by
What do you say?
myself. I got no friends, man.
Oh, you demand so much of it.
Wow.
Yeah, it's the first time I've said anything to him in like a year and a half.
You went on that one raid, dude.
Did I?
Ooh, chicks. Ooh.
You went on that one raid 5 years ago.
What'd you get? Oh, not bad. I thought you were gonna get a shield off of that.
Oh, no shit, sorry.
All right, random it up. Got to get some big rolls in there. Oh, we got a pot back here.
Okay. Get it, Tara?
So
I
I've.
don't.
Oh, go ahead.
Okay. I was gonna say if I don't need them, but either you gave me buffs and they're wore off, or someone took them all off of me. My mom took them all off of me because I have no quick buffs, but I don't need them right now. Just if we go to do the raid, you know what I mean?
Yeah. No, I gave you ageism when we first started, but
Got
we have
druid.
gotten a few casters.
I got druid buffs. About it.
Well, now that I have Ajo, that's really the only buff you're gonna get. It's an AC, hit point, and symbol buff all in one.
Nice.
Well, it is until you get dispelled.
Yeah.
I give it to you again. But now I see that you're going pretty hardcore into that Project Gorgon.
Oh yeah, dude, it's good fun. It's good times. Actually, Cypher played with me the other night, and then Shariki's played with me several times. So he's getting into it. He just learned a new skill, so he just messaged me a little bit ago.
Now, how is it with the kind of level gap that you might have? Are there traditional levels in that game, and can you group with somebody who just came into it?
You can group with someone who just came into it, regardless, but there's no traditional levels. Your levels are your levels and your skills, and as you get like for instance, I'm a bard. As you get bard level 1 compared to bard level 17, as you go, you learn different abilities at certain level points.
Now, is there a benefit to grouping with higher level skilled players? Do you get like a faster experience gain because you're killing mobs quicker, or is it based off of how much you use your abilities?
I haven't been the one grouping with higher people. I guess it'd be easier because they have more HP or more endurance or more power. You know what I mean? They don't run out of power and stuff. So that would be nice. But I don't know if the XP would be any worse or better. To be honest, I haven't noticed that or played enough to know that.
How do
Like
you
I've only been to like 4 zones, man, 5 zones, and there's lots of zones. I don't even know how many there are. So I'm
level
still
up your
looking around.
skills? Is it based off of using them, or is it based off of killing mobs while using them?
Using them. So some skills like foraging are leveled up by picking flowers or whatever, but like being a bard or using a weapon or using a shield or using fire magic is as you use as you do it, and then you get XP every time you do it. 10 XP, 5 XP, whatever.
But you're getting XP off of the mob too.
You're killing. You have to kill something. Like if you're using a sword, you have to hit it. You know what I mean? You have to hit something. You can't just hit the wall, or you don't get XP for hitting a practice dummy. You have to hit something. So yes, I guess.
So I'm just trying to like fathom the differences because the game is so different from anything I think I've ever played. You get experience for using like a druid buff, right? When you cast it, but it doesn't actually take effect until you kill a mob, or that takes effect, but an actual melee one doesn't.
I don't have any buffs, to be honest, for my guy. So I don't know if there are buffs or how they work. The only buffs we really have or use is food. So like if you drink a certain drink or eat certain food, it affects how much power regen and HP regen and stuff like that you get. I'm sure there are buffs somewhere, but I have not seen like an actual buff. You have self things like where a timer where you click it and it heals you, or a timer where you click it, it brings your power back and stuff like that, but not as far as like just a buff. You know what I mean? There's potions and stuff, but I don't know.
Oh, okay. So everything is combat based in some shape or form or fashion.
Sorta. I mean, I guess. I don't know. Not everything, because like I said, there's trade skills for everything too. You get XP as you trade. You don't get XP like for your character, but you can literally pick apples all day and get foraging XP all day long. Every time you pick an apple.
So I'm just trying to figure out how the system actually works. If you were playing a melee class and you go in and start attacking a creature, your ability in whatever weapon you're using doesn't actually increase until the creature dies, or will you increase as the fight goes on?
I believe it's when it dies, because at the end you'll get your XP messages of what you get. So I believe it's when it dies only.
And so that will spread out the XP based off of the skills you use that fight. So if you use like one into, say, your one-handed slashing, and you threw on a couple of damaging spells, it splits the XP for each one of those, or just one?
I assume for both, because you get both messages. So I don't know how it's split or evenly or what. Maybe more. Like I can tell you, my bard skill is a lot better than my shield skill, because I use the songs more than I do my shield. So, like I'm like a 18 bard skill and like a 15 shield skill right now, something like that.
Well, then I guess you could power level somebody if it just based off of you casting one spell or hitting them with one, hit with the melee weapon, and then the creature immediately dying. You'd get the experience faster, and you'd be able to level up your skill quicker.
Yeah.
Staff of Shielding. Yeah, he's not going to drop that this time, I don't think.
He's got a staff, man.
Does he?
Yeah, it's a burnished wood staff.
Yeah, I figured that would be the rare one.
So I guess I'm still figuring it out too, man. So.
Well, no, I mean, I don't blame you, because like you said, you've only been to a few zones, but the fact that you're able to go into a game that you enjoy and experience that unknown aspect of it, that's something you really shouldn't rush through.
That's the part that I'm enjoying the most, is learning as I go, you know what I mean, or figuring it out. There's times that I've asked my guild or people, like, hey, do you know where these drop or where to get them? But for the most part, I just like to try to figure it out myself. So.
And you said a lot of the NPCs have quests that they can offer you. You can learn skills from pretty much any one of them. And they all have like special food or items that they like more so that you can raise your skill up or faction with them?
You actually, so like, depends on what you're doing, but like if you're trying to go, let's just say you're a shield guy, trying to learn the trade skill of how to use a shield, you may have to do a couple tasks for him, and you may have to give him a couple items that he's fond of just to get your favor up high enough to learn how to use a shield. And then to get the second tier of maybe you learn the shield, and then maybe the next one is how to learn how to bash, stunning bash or something. I don't even know what it's called, to be honest, off the top of my head. You may have to get from neutral. The first one you may have to get from like neutral to common or something like that, and then the second one you have to get from common to friend. and then from friend to ally to get the next tier to get the next tier. So you have to do, it's a grind, you know what I mean, to do the faction towards that one vendor. And that faction on that vendor doesn't affect any other vendor. It's just with him. So if you do that for him and you want to learn cooking off another one and then sewing off another one, you have to grind all 3 people.
Does it feel like busy work in that regard, or does that feel like something that would expand the game as you
It's
as you
kind of neat
explore more?
because they all want something different, so you have to kind of learn where things are. Like one might like flowers, so you may have to like do a little bit of gardening to get him, you know what I mean? Or you'd have to buy him off of another player that does gardening. And then one might like something that drops like cat eyes, and you have to go kill tigers, and you have to go learn where the tigers are. You know what I mean? So they all kind of want something different. Definitely makes you slow down and learn the game a little bit.
Burning Woods, Obelisk, middle of the Obelisk. Is that for Rune Scale quest to give to Machine's Peak? Oh, okay, so that staff was for the Machine's Peak thing. I was just looking that up real quick.
Yeah, it drops like all the time.
I don't know. I kind of like that aspect a little bit. I don't know if I'd like it as far as like every mob in the game has their favorite item, but the fact that every mob does or every NPC does means that there's a market for anything that drops.
Yeah, and most of them, like, it's not like I like apples. It's like they like 3 things. They give you like I like gems, I like apples, and I like leather coats or something. You know what I mean? Or sometimes they say hates meat. You know what I mean? So you don't want to give them meat or your thing will go down.
Oh, okay. Because that's one thing at a lower level, you get a lot of trash, you get a lot of junk stuff that is just sell to NPCs, make a little bit of coin off of it, and there's no market on it for the higher level people to really want to go in there and buy it. And I think that would kind of give the lower level tunes or lower level people a sense that they feel or they belong to the community, even if they're just sitting there grinding out, rats for an hour and a half, 2 hours. That rat meat could be something that somebody wants at like level 50 because there's a tune that they can make it with or something.
Yeah, there's actually, I don't know how much you've seen or heard about it, but you can shapeshift if you're an animal. I don't know what it's called. There's animal handling. I know that, where you can tame animals and make them your pets. But then I think you can turn into like a deer, a spider, a bat, a pig, all sorts of stuff. But anyway, there's juice that randomly drops off of, like, so if you're killing pigs, you can get what they call pig juice and then unpig juice. And I guess that affects how they can turn. It's like used to turn back and forth or something.
Oh,
I don't know. But anyway, at like level, like out of the Newberry, you're killing pigs, and if you get an unpig juice, it sells for like sometimes 3,000 gold, depending on if somebody needs it right away.
Nice.
So like,
and,
bam.
And,
you know what I mean?
and there's a market there for that, right? Like you can go in there and put it on the bazaar.
Mm-hmm. Well, you have to. You're not going to be able to hire someone when you're that. You have to hire an NPC to sell it, and before you can hire the NPC, you need the faction with the, what's it called? Economy NPC. You have to have like, level 10 in economy before you can start, doing business. So you have to faction with her before you can even open a stand.
And is there only like a certain number of people that can do that at one given time, or is it an infinite, number? You're gonna have 1,000, 10,000 people selling at some point in the future.
I don't know if they'll have that many. I don't know what the population is, to be completely honest. I know it's busy when I'm on there when I go to the main town, but I think that anyone can do the faction all at one time. Yes, I think it's like 10 people are doing it, so you have to wait. I don't think it's like that.
Well, not the faction. I'm just saying as far as selling something.
Oh, they have. I didn't count, but they have like it's like inside the main town that I've been in. There's like rooms, and I bet there's 25 to 30 NPCs in each room, maybe 20, and there's like 5 or 6 rooms. So I guess if they're all hired, you'd have to go somewhere else, maybe, or couldn't do it. But I've never seen them all hired yet. There's always someone for hire.
Right. And it's local. Like when you buy something, it's in that local area because you're hiring that NPC. If you went to another town, it'd be completely different stuff.
You put the stuff in there. I mean, like if I'm hiring that NPC, I'm putting my wares on so that they will sell it. It's like consignment.
Right, right. What I'm saying is there's not a search engine where you can search everybody who's selling everything. You have to go to those NPCs physically and talk to them.
If there is, I don't know about it. There is a channel for trade though, like trade channel. You can go to it and say want to sell this, or some people go on there and want to buy this, stuff like that.
You think that's kind of a cheat though to put a trade channel and then have NPCs where you can sell stuff? Wouldn't it just be better to have only one or the other?
I don't know. It's not a. I mean, it's hard to find things if you're just relying on. I've done it. I've just gone around to all the vendors to see what they have, but it's definitely hard. You know what I mean? To find what you're looking for. If you could check 30 vendors and not find what you're looking for. You know what I mean? So it's still pretty tough compared to like EverQuest. Open a Bazaar window, put in, I'm a bard looking for a one-hand slash. Give me, with the stats of strength on it. Give me, you know what I mean?
Right.
It doesn't work like that at all.
Well, no, and that's why I was saying if you have the OOC or the auction channel where people can sell stuff through that, it'd be easier to do it that way than it would be to use the towns that is very specifically done for that one town, and people have to go to it and just kind of search each individual NPC like you're saying.
I think
Why
the nice thing is, because you can be offline and do it. You can log off your computer and leave your vendor up. You don't have to stand there in OOC. I mean, as a seller, it has its pluses, I guess.
But does it? Like, how many people are going to go in there and search those guys randomly to see what you're selling?
It happens, man. Whenever I go there, there's people going around. Or maybe after you play the game long enough, you're like, I know this guy right here. Because it has a little heading under it, I guess. Maybe I should say that. Like, it'll say the guy's name that's selling, and then under it say fine foods. And then another one will say weapons. You know what I mean? Like, you can put your own heading on what you sell. And actually, when you click on the vendor, it'll say, you can put your own little text, like, open for business. I sell potions. You know what I mean? Something like that.
Which makes, I guess, a little bit easier, especially if you're selling the default stuff that you're talking about, potions or food. People can go in there and just buy some food real quick. But if you're looking for that very specific item, then maybe not selling it there would be the ideal place.
That's the one thing I haven't seen, or I'm not the right level, or haven't played. I haven't seen like one specific item anyone's looking for, to be honest, other than things that are useful in crafting, things that are useful for, like I said, to change shape or whatever. You know what I mean? If you're doing a quest and it says you need a pig snout, people will be like, I want to buy a pig snout. You know what I mean? Or whatever.
They're not going to go to NPC to get that.
But I haven't seen like someone saying, I want the Blade of Carnage. I want the Blade of Carnage. I'm still trying to find the Blade of Carnage. I haven't found the Blade of Carnage yet. I'm paying $2 million for a Blade. I haven't seen that. You know what I mean?
Well, it is a new game. Maybe nobody's that high yet. Hey, Flats, how you doing, man? Yeah, we are in Chardok. Hopefully going to be doing Royals here as soon as we get enough people. Right now, it's just the four of us. Two-Link and I believe Octo are going to be coming out as soon as they get done killing Vindy over in Kale. And they might be bringing a few Aftermath with them. And with that, we're hoping that's going to be enough. But yeah, Flats, if you want to come out and join us, you're more than welcome. We're in Discord right now, so you can join us there. But it may or may not happen tonight. We may not get enough people, and we may not have the right classes. Right now, we don't have a tank that can pull that area or even take those hits. I looked online to see what the guy does, the Overseer King, or the Overking, I should say, and he does anywhere from 320 to 635 damage per hit, and he attacks 4 per round. So, yeah, close to 2,400 points of damage, or a little bit more than 2,400 points of damage if he gets you on the high end of that. I think, Nato, you're saying you don't even have that many hit points.
No, I was 3K now. Maybe? Yeah, 3K almost. So that's not a lot of cushion. And I have no defensive disc like a warrior. You know what I mean?
Right. What's the deal with boxing here? Yeah, there is no 2 boxing on P99 allowed. You will get banned for that, so don't try it. They catch people all the time. They're very, very good about doing that. And don't think. Oh, hey.
Hey.
You gonna be coming out and joining us, man? Welcome to the stream, by the way.
Oh, wait, thank you.
Yeah, we could definitely use a tank if you got one that you think could do the job. That's a pretty beastly hit.
I think Paladin can do it.
All right, I'm willing to give it a shot healing him.
That's better than me tanking you.
Well, you know, I mean, if my heal went off fast enough, we might be able to keep you up if he had slow on. But yeah, you're going to get hit for about 90% of your damage or your health per hit.
Yeah, that's probably not good. Dude. Just saying.
Lumberjack says, that's awesome. I was expecting to see 6-box crews running around everywhere. Now, every single tune you will see is controlled by one single person. So just it gives more life to the community, in my opinion. You know, anytime you have boxing going on, there's not as much of a need for some of the other classes. Now, that's not 100% true either, because if you go to 2002, they allow up to, is it 4? Right, Donald?
3.
3? They allow up to 3 boxing over there. But from what I've been told, anytime somebody comes in, even if they already have a full group of, you know, their own tunes, they tend to get more people in. They prefer to have actual players there with them rather than the tunes that they make. So it's a healthy community. It's just a different way of playing EverQuest. But on P99, yeah, 1 box. That's it. Hey, Juice, how you doing, man? We are getting ready for Royals, hopefully, with luck, if we get enough people. So if you guys got a tune, want to come out and join us, more than welcome to. We got a little bit of time before it happens. Aftermath and some of the guys who are going to be joining us a little bit later have had a little tiny hiccup with Vindy, so they're going to be a little bit later than normal. But we're just going ahead and killing here at the entrance until everybody gets here. Experience not horrible. I mean, it's not fantastic either, but it's really not that bad.
What level are you, AC?
I finally, it only took about 3 years, but I finally hit level 60. So as soon as I hit level 60, I didn't have an excuse anymore not to work on my epic. I was getting a little bit of flack from some of the guys, and ZK offered to buy me the entire epic, and I couldn't let him do that. So I have to put in the time and the effort, and thankfully I got some really good friends who are willing to come back out and give it a shot. I don't know if we'll do it, but we'll give it a shot and see how well we do. But yeah, it feels good to be level 60. Finally, getting out of 59 only took a few months. Absolutely the worst level I think I've ever gone through.
What, level 59?
Yeah, it's super slow. Oh, we got a pop.
I'm running there, in Sky's Fire.
All right, man. Like I said, we got plenty of time, so you know, don't get killed or anything. Go nice and slow. See the sights. Check out all the trees.
Burning wood.
Yeah.
Sounds fun.
Chupa said he might be on later. He parked Athlar here.
Oh, sweet.
And then I think I saw Shariki might be on, like, 8-ish?
8-ish his time?
I don't know. Maybe he might have said mountain time, so it's going to be a while.
I thought he was in Louisiana. I thought he said something about...
Oh, did he go over
think-
there?
No, I think somebody came up from there.
Oh, okay. Maybe I misread that. Let's get this out of the way. So it'll go.
You said get it out of the wall?
Well, I'm just trying to get it out of the wall. I know these gate, so I was trying to miss it. Or they can't gate. Whatever. He's running now.
Don't you have a spell that drains their mana too? Or a song? No spell?
Yeah, I don't have that up.
Have you used that one much? I know enchanters love doing that so they can transfer the creature's mana to themselves.
Well, I don't. It doesn't give me mana. That's the
Right,
thing. It
no.
just drains their mana. So.
But do you do that very often with some of the higher level tunes or mobs, or does it not really work on names?
Maybe if you were somewhere where it mattered a little more, like to get this guy not to gate, you're safer, in my opinion, to either stun or mez it. You know what I mean? Rather than count on did I drain all his mana? You know what I mean?
Well, I mean, with the king that we're pulling, he's a cleric. Do you believe that your mez or your stun will land on him more than the draining of his mana, or?
No, that would be the instance to use it. Maybe.
Oh, okay.
I doubt.
I don't know what the resist counter would be on that, because I know with stuns, sometimes the mob are immune to that. It's same thing with mezzing. Sometimes they're immune to it.
Probably, he may not even be mezzable. Like, I don't know. I didn't look it up on the wiki. It probably says if he's mezzable or not, but I would guess since he's a raid mob or
No, it doesn't.
epic mob that he's not.
No, it just says all he has for his special is he's a blinding fear and gravity flex.
He would just seem too easy if he was mezzable. That's just
I've never seen anybody mez him, but then again, people are usually just busy killing him.
Right.
He's really just kind of a punk, to be honest. It's the queen, that's the bitch.
The king got the short end of that stick, huh?
Yeah, like figuratively and literally.
Although, the DPS on him seems pretty nice. I mean, 2,400 points of damage per hit on the maximum side.
Like the king, as far as the chess goes, the king moves like one square, and he's nothing. But the queen is.
I'll take you guys' word on that one. I'm definitely kind of glad that we're taking on the king then instead of the queen. Although if we get enough people here, people may want to kill all of it while we're kind of just standing around waiting. So,
You know what? I I love the experience, not the loot. The experience.
from killing the mob, or are you talking about the experience of just going to the mob and seeing them and being in that fight? Because I know there's definitely zones that I tend to prefer going to more than the loot or the actual experience I get from them, just actually being in there and the environment. Let me see. Get everybody in. Still no word from Cypher.
these guys are hanging out.
With the paradigm shift?
Yeah, I think they're on. Oh, he's got a mage pit on it. Never mind. I thought they were getting attacked, like killed.
Are they doing the pipe, or are they just sitting there at the entrance getting experience?
Just sitting at that fort entrance or whatever.
Not as many of them there as there used to be. There's only 3 left. No, there's 4.
I'm blind.
You're
It's
good.
fine, you're right here.
Turn a little bit to your right. No, never mind. You backed him up.
I can see.
Yeah, I do recognize Badger. Badger came out to the Kale Arena with us that night, and I think he won quite a bit. I think he had a really good night that time. I think most of the people who did come out won something. And was it Shariki? He finally got his pants, right?
Yeah, I think he did.
So now his warrior...
Wow,
complete-
Shruki found his pants.
Well, he had a little bit of a mishap with his.
That
He's
was
a big boy now.
that was ugly.
Yeah, his pants ended up in somebody else's hands.
Mm-hmm.
They had a really drunk night, guys. This is what happened, but but it only took him about 24 hours to get another set of pants. So in the end, not Not a long time to wait, just a little bit of money that he had to pay, but you know, the gems I don't think are too expensive, right? For melee pants or a couple hundred.
No, they're 100 apiece.
Oh, well, see, there you go. That's not bad. And he got rid of that earring that he won down in Howling Stones with us. He was hanging on to that thing for months trying to get rid of it, and nobody would take it off of his hands. So I think he was, in the end, just happy to get rid of it.
Yeah, it sold for 10K.
Did you finally sell it?
Yeah, like
Wow.
within a couple hours.
He couldn't get rid of it. He sat there for months trying to sell it, so maybe just bad luck on his behalf.
What earring did?
The bone hoop, finger bone hoop.
Oh yeah.
It's nice. It's just, I don't know what his luck was. He just was not able to sell it for at least a couple of months. That was a good night, too, going down in Howling Stones. It was really, really fun until we got a little bit of lag, and I think our enchanter went down fairly quickly, and things just kind of spiraled out of control after that. And the corpse recovery in Howling Stones is not the most forgiving. There's a lot of mobs that see through invis. I think in the end we needed a monk, right? I think we needed a monk to drag everybody.
Yeah, I think Shrieky drug half of it. And besides,
Because Cypher wasn't able to sneak past some of those mobs either. Which could be another reason why there's not a lot of people who spend time in that zone. If you think about Seb in regards to getting your corpse back, there is nobody in that zone as far as I know other than possibly the dragon who will see through Rogue Sneak. So you can drag anywhere. Oh, there we go, Vape. Get him in the group, get him buffed up.
it's looking all buff.
I got Heroic Bond, Group Major Resist, Strength, Divine Glory, and Clarity 2.
Nice. I get you with ageism.
No clarity for you, dude. Sorry.
Yeah, unfortunately not yet. What we need is Nibris to come
Sure,
out.
Vape has his shield tonight, you know what I'm saying?
Ah, welcome, Choop.
Fink don't have his shield, dude.
Yeah, you better port him to the bank.
Poor Vape.
I've been giving him a hard time about that for like a year now. He's like, I haven't carried my shield ever. He's gotten rid of that thing altogether.
I hope you guys have a good time in there, man. I won't be able to make it tonight.
Ah, we understand, man. Yeah, it sounds like you're pretty sick, so you just get some
it's
rest.
pretty bad. I think it's worse today than it was yesterday.
Yeah. You taking something, right? You getting rest and drinking lots of water?
I got meds, yeah.
How's your son feeling? I hope he's at least come out the other end of it.
Dude, it's like nothing ever happened to them. All they have is a little cough, and that's it.
I mean, when you're a kid,
Stuff's getting old. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. They bounce right back.
which is good. You know, it's rougher on them when they get it, and then that they bounce back. It's nice to see. However, with an adult, it can get very serious. So yeah, I'm glad you're getting some rest.
Yeah, but I'll be checking into the stream here and there throughout the night.
All right, man.
I just saw Vape and I had to give him shit.
Thanks.
He feels like shit, so he's got to give shit.
There you go.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah.
Have a good night, guys.
Yeah, you
Yeah.
too,
Feel
man.
better.
What?
Yeah, it's tough with all the changes in temperature. I think Tara, you were saying it was snowing where you were at just the other day.
Yeah, there was snow on the ground all weekend and into, like, even yesterday it was pretty slushy and kind of slippery. So today it's finally starting to melt. But yeah, it's been crappy.
Yeah, I think
Yesterday I'm just like, just warm up and melt already.
that's kind of what Shix was saying. He's ready for summer. Let me go ahead and check that message.
I'd be happy if spring would just show up.
No, I think you guys are gonna miss spring altogether and just go straight from like a wintry haze into your summer.
Jeez, don't even say that.
I mean,
It's right around the corner.
I thought spring was already come.
It has, but the weather
Well,
hasn't gotten here for it.
officially,
Yeah.
yeah, the weather doesn't reflect it all the time.
Well, yeah. I'm Canadian, so
You guys don't get the 4 seasons. It's just winter
No.
all year round.
winter and somewhat summer and partially fall time. Partially.
Right. We tend to get 1 season. It's just summer all year round. But the last couple of years, we've gotten lucky. We've actually gotten a nice winter, so can't complain too much. We even got snow, which is super rare. But I could definitely understand you guys being tired of that. You guys don't want to have to shovel your way out. And if it's all slushy, that has to be really horrible, right? It's like muddy and just...
Yeah,
Yeah,
I don't
slippery.
like slush at all.
I've seen it in,
That's the thing about spring too, is when it's transitioning over into the warmer months. You will sometimes get that to where if it does snow, it doesn't really harden. It just builds up into this really slushy consistency, and it can make it really slippery.
doesn't look good either because it's like all brown and black on the TV when I see it anyways, and whereas snow is all pristine and white.
Yeah,
Snow? Oh man,
it's pretty crappy.
I mean, unless it's
Like
yellow.
snow is crap. Like after Christmas.
You guys want to go try that tunnel?
Yeah, we could.
If Nonal thinks he can CC it.
He might be AFK.
Terry's got rooted. Let's go. Can't hurt.
I would just say keep the entrance clear for anybody else who might be coming in.
Oh, that won't happen if we go up.
Oh,
first.
pop. There's a golem. Well, guys, we're gonna be at the entrance to the castle. So if you do show up, let us know either in an OOC or in the chat over there on the stream that you're here, and we'll go ahead and see if we can clear the route so we can get you in here.
Yeah, we can always just come back down.
I mean, I haven't heard from Two Link in a while. They must be having some issues.
They might have had another pop. You know what I mean? Another pop or something.
Is it that time? I thought they had earthquakes Monday
I don't know.
and Wednesday.
and Wednesday too. Yeah, so they shouldn't have. Well, okay, well, maybe they do have some pops today then.
I think they're just having some issues. I think it's not a normal.
Try to do it with like 3 people.
They did it with 91 on Monday.
Ouch! That's the guy didn't stand a chance.
No,
Up for like 4 seconds before he's down. I
I
did
think he
hear.
said there were 96 people in the zone, and 91 of them were aftermath.
Jeez, it's pretty much the entire zone is down.
Nice.
I did hear that they got one of their first milestones just the other day. They were able to take Avatar
Templar.
War with only 1 tank.
Do they want their mob? Cause
It popped.
yeah, it just suddenly popped on us.
Oh, so we're skipping past these guys?
We're going to the tunnel, are we not?
I have no idea. I'm just following you guys. Yeah, but I thought that was pretty impressive because most of the guilds I've seen tend to rotate their tanks in and out during Avatar War, and for them to be able to do it with just one tank, pretty good on the heal chain, but really impressive for that tank to be able to take those hits.
I'm guessing there was probably 10 or 12 clerics, and the pause for their heal chain was probably like 1.
Right? Or none maybe, but still, I mean, for that many clerics to be able to keep up the mana to heal that long, because that
yeah.
fight's not short. That is a very
Oh
long
no,
fight.
it was going on for quite a while.
Inner raid! Inner raid!
Oh, there it goes. Who knows? We may be able to get your pipe while we're here. I think Octo and Flats both wanted to come over here and get one for their tunes as well. All right, how are we doing this?
I think we can just run right over.
Oh, there's a doggo too.
Oh shit.
I can charm the doggo.
I think I need to get higher, yeah.
You get charmed or?
Well, I want to actually be on the ledge.
Hey, get on up here. Don't let them run around, guys. Your guy's, well, he was missed, so I hit him. That was smart. Let me know if you need a mez on him again.
It's a nice little mob to keep up if you don't want somebody else to take the camp from you. Make sure a C-Invis mob is waiting for you.
It's got to be good DPS too for a druid, man.
Oh yes, very good DPS. Because we, way back in the day, way back, we had 2 druids here, and man, they rape everything. Like,
Hey, now.
Yeah.
Oh, sorry.
I don't know. I don't know if I really want to see one of these things rape a Templar.
You want a lull pull, or do you want me to try and split them?
I could do low. I don't have it up though. Okay, sorry.
Being 60, it might be the easier way, safer way.
Got rid of my group DA, dude. Thanks. Well, there's like 15 mobs down there, dude.
Yeah.
we can take them.
Ooh.
Well, we do got evac in case things go sideways, but hopefully we won't have to.
Oh, resist. That's weird. Oh, here comes something.
Where's
No,
it
he
go?
was lulled. That one was lulled. That was weird. Huh, okay, let me start over here.
I just think I just pooped my pants.
Like, is he a roamer?
Mine
What's going
too.
on?
Mine too.
That's right. Tara's already sitting there with her finger over the evac button.
You poop Shriekies or
Yeah, I pooped in Shrieky's. Pooped Shrieky's nice warrior pants.
Vape just pooped in Chick's pants. I'm not sure how that happened though. Just saying.
Well, there is that hole in the back right there for his tail, so he just kind of pushed it aside.
Sounds fun.
Sounds messy.
Yeah.
It's better than pooping in a sock, though.
All right, so if you get people show up, dude, we can just kill our mobs and jump back down and go get them or something like that.
Okay. Remember, guys, this is open for if you guys want to come out and join us. Just trying to get the Cleric epic piece here. But if we happen to kill other mobs along the way, we will be doing a open roll for that. So hopefully, might be able to get a little bit of loot for you guys.
Shield.
I haven't seen one of those drop in a while. We did get 2 or 3 of them one night, though, which was nice.
What's the oh man, shield called?
It's that yellow one that the Shadow Knights use.
Not the
Yeah.
Sarnak one, is it? Sarnak Battle Shield or whatever? Is that this one?
Might be.
Yes, maybe.
Maybe.
Sort of.
Looks like the arm pads on the Snarzak Marmot.
Yeah, it's very detailed and fancy looking. Ooh. You ain't kidding. That dude does has a nice little hit to him.
Oh god, did I just hit your pet? My bad. Oh no, I didn't. You got him. Good job. My bad.
I love that AoE.
So you said about 17%, right? For a death in level 60?
I've never made it to level 60.
Ever?
I did a long time ago, but
How close are you right now?
55. So 5 levels.
We're good.
Snare.
2. Maybe. Nope, let me bring this one back.
Oh shit, there's a golem too.
Pull back as soon as you get that killed. Please. Sorry. That sounded really bossy. Apologize.
I think they're happy to listen to you on that one. With all those mobs right around the corner.
There's only 2 more, but still. That way we don't have to.
Go ahead and root them just in case.
I thought that golem aggroed for sure. He moved forward and then, like, went back. I don't know why. That was weird.
You guys intimidated them.
Mm-hmm. Could be a thing.
Now, do the mobs work the same way in Project Gorgon? Are they social, or are they aggro just straight up on all mobs, or?
They are social, but okay. There's 2 things. One you will like a lot, I think, and one you won't like so much. The one you won't like so much is you can outrun them. I mean, literally outrun them and lose your aggro.
Okay, so there's a leash. How big is the leash?
You can do that here now.
Oh god. I don't know. It's just when it was aggro. Sometimes depends on the mob. Sometimes it feels like it's very quickly. Sometimes it feels like it takes forever. Sometimes you die saying, God, why isn't this not losing aggro? I don't know if there's an answer to that. You know what I mean? But the second one is pretty cool, actually. I think is kind of the same as here, but you actually, as you're killing, like, say you're killing a cow. Oh, it just rooted me. It'll have an exclamation mark go over its head when it makes a noise, and that is actually it yelling for help. And then something will come to its rescue if there's anything around to rescue it.
Oh, okay. That was something that they showed in Pantheon too. That the mobs are going to be able to call out for help, but you could stop them if you stun them or something.
Amazing.
And there's only certain mobs that do it. Like certain ones will be like the whistleblower.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
Is that the same way in Project Gorgon? Like some mobs do it, but not all of them?
Seems like any mob can do it, to be honest. So,
Oh, okay.
to me, I mean, I don't know if it is a thing where it's not, but it seems like they all do it or could do it.
Yeah, so Tooling just hit me up and said he completely forgot about Chardok, and so he's going to be asking right now to see if any of the Aftermath people are interested. So we'll see what happens here in a minute.
Taking a net?
I think they killed Vindy, and it sounded like you guys were saying it was a kind of a tough fight, and his mind was somewhere else. And then when he got done, he was probably just happy that that was over with. Hey, Notch, how you doing, man? We're trying to put together enough people to go kill the Overking in Royals. So if you guys have a tune that want to come out and join, definitely appreciate it. If not, we might just do a little bit of killing over here, get a couple pipes if we're lucky, and perhaps try it another day.
On the golem, I've charmed the other one.
But we got hope that we might be able to put it together. Octo said he, by chance, might be coming out, and Flat stopped into the channel. He might be coming out. I'm not quite sure. He didn't say for sure.
Flats may or may not be about to enter the zone.
Hey, man.
What's up?
Welcome. Thank you for coming out, man. I appreciate it.
That's all right. Like I said, I needed to get footage for this place or something I'm actually right in the process of making, so it's like perfect timing.
Sweet. We may or may not have Aftermath people coming out. We have to see. So.
It's all right. I mean, I'm down to just do anything in here, really.
I think Nano, you should be able to run back to the entrance and invis him, right? And then run back over here?
Maybe? If there's no dogs up.
Just give me a sec. I'll see what I can. I have some clickies I can use if need be. Might be able to flop my way past any invis mobs.
He might be able to use a lev something and sneak, maybe, or something. I don't know. Flop and sneak or whatever they do. Monk things.
Yeah, I just, like to go back and pick people up if we can. Make sure they're not on their own. Okay, we got some Sonarch blood, and I was told not to drop blood on the ground after the mishap over in Kale.
I'll get you checked.
The Manglers, they see invis.
Yes.
Yeah, the dogs.
All the dogs. All of the dogs.
Perfect time for my Spirit of Wolf to fade, literally, as I enter the zone.
Right. Let us know. We're not too far in. We can always come back. Make it nice and safe for you.
Nah, that's all right. I'm flopping. But there's two up here. Not one dog, but if I get around this corner, I should be able to use a ring and invis pass.
These guys really aren't dropping anything.
Oh my god. I'm 104. Yay!
What, you just hit it for?
I had hit it for 130.
What weapon are you using?
Dark Mellow Falcon.
Ooh, nice.
You want to invite red dogs?
Oh. Sorry, I was looking at guild chat there for a second. Yeah, I'll get you with ages here in a second.
So are these the tunnels that Betrayer spawns in on this server? Or I thought they were deeper.
Yeah, this leads to where you typically camp out the Betrayer. This is the Betrayer Hall.
Yeah, it's so hard because a lot of the information you want to find, if it's not to do with this server, it's all like relevant to Chardok 2.0. And there's a lot of kind of differences. And it was hard from the outside because I've never been here on P99 yet. and it's hard to kind of differentiate what posts, are talking about Chardok 2.0 and what posts are talking about 1.0. Did you get that inside scoop?
Isn't that Chardok 2.0 goes up in the scale of XP? Like,
Potentially.
yeah.
I know they offer a lot more quests when that happens. I don't know if you're actually getting more experience off of the mobs, though.
Yeah, there's some high-value items that you can quest here if you're factioned in 2.0.
You know this place is going to be, like, camp day one that patch comes out.
Oh, yeah.
Haven't worked on faction yet. I probably should on some tune, but I don't know. The poop stalkers are going to get here first.
Oh, yeah, you give it time.
Should be fun to see, though. Like, come here day one, it kind of look back like it was on live, where you can just walk through the entire zone.
You mean, tell me, you don't have a dragon faction?
No, not yet. I mean, you can go kill the goblins.
That gravity flux. Is that a T-Staff chicks?
I wish. These mobs, a lot of them have damage shields, so I'm using my IFS.
Oh, yeah. Practicing for that triple attack.
It's maxed, I'm ready.
I've got to get to 60, man.
Oh, man, those T-staffs have gone up in price lately.
I know.
I saw one for 47 today.
Ugh.
Wow. Wow. Where does that drop?
Casey.
KC. I've been trying to camp it, but that's a nightmare. It's miserable.
I mean, you can solo that camp, though, right?
Well, there's usually you go left courtyard, but there's a 2 spawn there at the right before the left and the right courtyard, and he has a chance to spawn there. I've spawned him a few times, but the T-staff is just pretty rare.
Like,
Yeah, I've never seen one. I've been to Casey lots.
what is, well, I know it's 100 punches, but, like, there is more out there, isn't there?
It's just basically it's the best tradable 2-hand blunt for a monk in the game, I think. Anything else, it's not. It's like a no drop raid item type thing.
Yeah, I mean it's the ratio is what 30-29.
Yeah, something like that. And then the proc is 100 damage with a stun, but the stun doesn't always work on monsters over 55 or something along the lines of that. But it's still good nonetheless.
I mean, there's a few decent ones that drop in SEP, too, but yeah, nowhere near as good as that one.
What about Jade Mace?
Well, that's good, but that's a one-hander.
Well, yeah, but
After that patch,
Well,
the two-handers
Well,
become
the
better.
reason that they're going up in price is because in Chardok 2.0 patch, monks will get triple attack with 2-hand weapons only. So two-handers, yeah, they're going to become stronger, and that so everyone in anticipation of that is like driving up the market on basically the best tradable 2-hand weapon for monks.
Hey guys, and welcome to the disembodied voice of AC Gamer. We are definitely going to be doing a lot more series in the future, but here are a few of them that you guys might find interesting. Of course, you're more than welcome to check them out. I would love to hear your comments. Again, if you do enjoy these videos, be sure to hit that like button, subscribe. It's definitely the indicator that I use to tell if you guys want to see more videos like that, of that particular game style, of that series in the long run. So when you guys leave comments down, it helps me decide whether we should keep doing it, as well as whether you want to see games like that in the future. And here are a few of them right here. I kind of picked out a few of different genres. We will be doing spotlights for other YouTubers in the future. So if you want to get a little shout out, definitely let me know. If you group with me, chances are you will get a shout out in here eventually. But for now, these are just 4 series that I have that I feel like could use a little bit more attention and that you guys might actually enjoy as well. Thanks again for watching, guys, and we will definitely catch you all next time.